is also amongst us, and we extend a very hearty welcome to him as well as a chairperson of the Department of English and Foreign Languages and the Dean of the Faculty of Humanities at Chaudhry Devilal University, Sirsa. Professor Sharma embodies the perfect synergy between administrative vision and academic rigor. With over 25 years of teaching experience, he has been a stalwart in the field of English literature in Haryana. What makes his presence particularly vital today is his research focus. Professor Sharma's work spans post-colonial literature, Indian writings in English, and crucially, digital humanities. He has been at the forefront of exploring how our digital age redefines literary narratives. I also extend and express deep gratitude to our chief patron, Sri S. Narayan, IFS in absentia. A special word of thanks to our chief patron. It is only because of his permission and generous sponsorship that we are able to hold this seminar today. I want to tell our guests and speakers that this is our second national seminar in just 1 week. We are deeply grateful for his constant support and guidance in making these academic events possible for our college. And a special welcome to Dr. Vinita Gupta from the Directorate. She is working as Joint Director in the department, and while she represents the administration today, to many of us, ma'am, you remain a cherished colleague and a friend first. Looking around this hall, I see a vibrant tapestry of scholars and who have traveled from across Haryana and neighboring states. Your physical presence here brings a tangible energy to this seminar, reminding us that the warmth of face-to-face dialogue is something no machine can replicate. Simultaneously, we celebrate the power of connectivity. We extend a warm welcome to our participants joining us in hybrid mode from Tamil Nadu, Chhattisgarh, Delhi, Madhya Pradesh, and Punjab. You represent the erasure of the digital divide, proving that the pursuit of knowledge knows no geographical boundaries. This brings us to the very heart of our gathering, text, technologies, and digital humanities. We stand at a fascinating crossroads where the ancient art of storytelling meets the cutting edge frontier of technology. In an era where artificial intelligence is reshaping how we write and read, we must ask, how does the human spirit remain the heartbeat of literature? Digital humanities is not just about digitizing books, it is about ensuring that while we embrace the tool, we do not lose the art. We are here to explore how to master the algorithm without surrendering the imagination. I congratulate the Department of English for organizing convention, and I thank the Directorate of Higher Education for their support. To all who have joined us physically and virtually, I welcome all of you once again. May today be a day of stimulating discussion and intellectual growth. Thank you.
I would like to correct my mistake. I could not extend a welcome to my dear colleague and friend because I still look at her as a part of our family, Dr. Vinita Gupta, who is got promoted as joint director and is serving there. And ma'am's vision and ma'am's diligence and ma'am's insightful planning and design of all the events in the Department of English, which were organized under her leadership, definitely made us learn a lot from her, and we are always thankful to her for her guidance and support. With these words, मैं देख रही हूँ कि हमारे बीच में इतने विशिष्ट उत्कृष्ट शख्सियत के मालिक लोग मौजूद हैं, तो मुझे मिर्जा गालिब की वो शेर जो है वो याद आ रहा है कि वो आए घर में हमारे खुदा की कुदरत है वो आए घर में हमारे, खुदा की कुदरत है, कभी हम उनको कभी अपने घर को देखते हैं। तो जोरदार तालियों के साथ एक बार स्वागत It is indeed our profound privilege to accord a floral welcome to the dignitaries, and for doing the honors, I request our worthy principal ma'am, Dr. Shalda Chabra, the convener of this special seminar, Dr. Neeta Huda, co-conveners, Dr. Seema and Dr. Karunesh, to kindly join ma'am in presenting this small token of our love and gratitude to the dignitaries. Dr. Kiran Kamboj, Chief Guest of the inaugural session, Dr. Akshay Sarna, the keynote speaker, and Professor Pankaj Sharma, the plenary speaker. They appear before us as one singular, human bodies and beings, but they carry a vast legacy and wealth of experience, wisdom, and expertise which they have gathered of many years. भरे में तुझने वो लाखों हुनरे मजमा एक खूबी मुलाकाती तेरा गोया बड़ी महफिल से मिलता है। हम एक से नहीं मिल रहे, हम इनके थ्रू पता नहीं ऐसे लग रहा है पूरी महफिल से ही आज मिलने वाले हैं, और हम लुक फॉरवर्ड करें इनसे गेन करने के लिए। और स्मृति चिन्ह के रूप में मैं आग्रह करती हूँ मैम प्रिंसिपल को और हमारे कन्वीनर एंड कोन कन्वीनर्स को कि ये शॉल जो है एक वार्म टोकन ऑफ रिस्पेक्ट एंड ऑनर के रूप में हमारे किरण मैम को ओढ़ाकर स्पीकर अक्षय सर और पंकज शर्मा सर सर्विस स्पीकर को ओढ़ाकर उनका हार्दिक अभिनंदन और स्वागत करें। इस ठंड के मौसम में, सर्द मौसम में हम चाह रहे हैं कि आपके हृदय भी नर्म और गर्म हो और आपका जो बॉडी है वो भी कंफर्टेबल फील करे, नरमी गर्मी रिश्तों में भी आए, हमारी एआई और ह्यूमन इंटरेक्शन में भी जो सर्दी है वो भी दूर हो और वो भी नरमी और गर्मी से भरे। So, joining on Sharda is doing the honors is Dr. Akash Godara, the member of the advisory committee. Ma'am Anju Malik also, as member of the advisory committee, has been here to do the honors. At this significant juncture, may I again respectfully invite our esteemed dignitaries, Chief Guest Dr. Kiran Kamboj, keynote speaker Dr. Akshay Sir, and plenary speaker Dr. Pankaj Sharma to kindly graciously release the book of abstracts of this national seminar, which is a volume that reflects the depth, diversity, and intellectual vitality of our shared academic endeavor. I request Malik to kindly join as the member of the advisory committee. Dr. Akash Godara, please join. Ma'am, member also here as a member of the advisory committee of this national seminar. I really request you to join in the big picture. This abstract proceedings booklet is a compilation that captures the spirit of inquiry and innovation, shaping our conversations on tech, technology, and digital humanities. And it brings together our diverse voices reflecting on the theme of the seminar, that is tech, technology, digital humanities, redefining literary imagination in the field of artificial intelligence. एक बहुत ही खास, बहुत ही खूबसूरत यादगार पल हम सबके लिए, हमारे डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ इंग्लिश, हमारे पूरे महाविद्यालय परिवार कि हम ये बुकलेट इतने शॉर्ट पीरियड में तैयार कर पाए। अपनी तरफ से हमने पूरा प्रयास किया कि हम इसके साथ पूरा जस्टिस कर पाए और सभी डिवर्स वॉइसेस और प्लूरल पर्सपेक्टिव्स को इंक्लूड कर पाए। Dear all, let me throw some light on the concept of this seminar. A few decades ago, literary imagination was born in silence at a writing desk under a lamp, shaped by memory, emotion, and lived experience. Today, that same imagination imagination converses with algorithms, data, and machines that can write poems, translate epics, generate narratives, and even imitate literary styles within seconds. We are living at historic crossroads where texts no longer remain confined to paper. Technology is no longer remain neutral tools, and literary imagination is no longer exclusively human. The emergence of digital humanities has radically transformed the way we read, write, interpret, and preserve texts. A Shakespearean sonnet can now be computationally analyzed for patterns of emotion. Ancient manuscripts can be digitally archived, annotated, and made accessible across continents. And artificial intelligence can generate narratives that blur the boundaries between authorship, originality, and creativity. When a machine writes a poem or imagines a myth, it compels us to ask profound questions. What is authorship? What is creativity? And how do we redefine the role of the human imagination in an age of intelligent machines? This national seminar on texts, technologies, and digital humanities redefining literary imagination in the age of artificial intelligence seeks to explore these compelling intersections. It invites scholars, researchers, and thinkers to critically engage with how digital tools and AI are not merely reshaping literary practices, but are also challenging long held assumptions about interpretation, aesthetics, ethics, and the future of the humanities itself. As we inaugurate this academic dialogue today, we step into a space where tradition meets technology, the human mind meets machine intelligence, and literature reinvents itself for a digital future. With these words, I would like to request our very respectful and esteemed chief guest of the inaugural function of today's national seminar, Dr. Kiran Kamboj, to illuminate and enlighten us with her presidential address. A big round of applause for Dr. Kiran Kamboj.
I'm really very thankful to Madam Shaja Chhabra, who has given me this opportunity to meet you all again in the same college. And I'm really very much happy when I am all the staff and she has given me an opportunity to be the part of this national seminar on AI. No doubt, all of us are teachers and we know the value of education. Education way we are imparting. Now we are on the stage that there is now artificial intelligence has become the part of education. No doubt, artificial intelligence can play and is playing a very important role in modern life, in today life. It's no doubt it is time saving. All of you know it is more accurate. You know, and there are so many good things which we are observing. And today we are going to listen from the scholars. But we should not forget one thing that technology is always, we should use it as our support. It is a support. It is created by our minds. We should not forget. It's creation of human beings' mind. We are not created by artificial technology. Artificial technology is created by we people. We people. We have to use it, and it depends upon our use, how we can make the best use of it. And we should not forget that it is our support. We should never let us be the slave of artificial intelligence. And we should always remember in this, and now not taking much time in between you and the scholars, I'm also very much anxious to listen the scholarly speech of the keynote speaker of today. And once again, I'm very, very heartily thankful to Shalja Chabra, Madam Principal of this college, who has given today opportunity to be with all of you. And I am remembering my old days when I was here in college. There are many faces which are same. Some are changed, but many faces. And I pray my love and wishes to all my colleagues who are giving grace to this occasion. And thanks a lot.
तू शाही आवाज है काम तेरा तेरे सामने आसमां और भी है मैम ने बिल्कुल दुरुस्त कहा दुरुस्त फरमाया कि टेक्नोलॉजी इज देयर इट इज मेड टू सपोर्ट अस टू एनफोर्स अस to help us and it should not become our master and we should not become its servants it should be used to empower our lives further to create a meaningful positive difference in this world with these words dear all I feel extremely privileged and proud to get this opportunity to invite Professor Deepti Dharmani, Vice Chancellor Chaudhary Bansilal University Bhiwani for virtual inaugural address. Ma'am Dharmani is a scholar of rare distinction and an accomplished academic administrator whose illustrious career over 38 years has been devoted to the advancement of teaching, research, and university governance. Ma'am, just like Kiran Kamboj, ma'am, just like our early principal, Dr. Shalgat Chabra, uh, they are among those few strong and powerful Indian women who have broken, even our Ma'am Vanita Gupta, who have broken the glass ceilings thereby creating a niche for themselves and future women leaders in higher education institutional governance. It is a testimony to Ma'am's resilience, academic excellence, administrative acumen, and leadership ability. Endowed with a doctorate in English from Kurukshetra University, Professor Dharmani's scholarship, rooted in the literary and socio-cultural engagement of Toni Morrison, reflects a deep and sustained commitment to the study of literature as a transformative force in society. Her scholarly engagements compass Afro-American literature, gender studies, post-colonial thought, autobiography, English language teaching, and research methodology. A prolific contributor to knowledge, ma'am has authored 4 scholarly books, published 30 research papers, completed a UGC-sponsored major research project, and has guided 8 doctoral and 34 medical scholars, shaping generations of research. Professor Dharmani's contribution to academic leadership has been both extensive and transformative, dear all. She has served with distinction as Dean of Humanities, Dean of Engineering and Technology, of Education, of Social Sciences and Research, in addition to leading several departments and enriching university life as Director of Youth Welfare and NSS Coordinator. She has also rendered valuable service on executive councils, academic councils, and statutory bodies of numerous universities, often as a vice chancellor's nominee. A passionate architect of academic reform and institutional development, Professor Dharmani has played a pivotal role in framing PhD ordinances, CBCS regulations, and LOCF aligned curricula and innovative interdisciplinary courses while also contributing to the establishment of new departments and academic units. Her work consistently aligns with the spirit and vision of the National Education Policy 2020, advocating flexibility, multidisciplinary learning, and research-driven growth. Guided by the ideals of intellectual integrity, democratic governance, and value-based education, Professor Deepti Dharmani envisions the university as a sacred space where global knowledge converges with India's enduring intellectual traditions in the service of society and the nation. I request all the delegates present here to kindly, and all the guests present here to kindly put your hands together to welcome such an accomplished academic administrator and educationist and keep resounding the applause as I welcome ma'am to present her virtual inaugural address on the seminar theme, Texts, Technologies, Digital Humanities, Redefining Literary Imagination in the Age of Artificial Intelligence. Should we start? Ma'am is going to join us soon. I'd like to share with you all that this seminar is aligned with the vision of NEP 2020 in the sense that it fosters research culture, innovation, critical AI literacy, and collaborative scholarship. Most importantly, it prepares us not to compete with technology, but to engage with it thoughtfully, responsibly, and creatively. So today we are not merely discussing change, we are shaping the future of literary imagination. Uh, my best regards and wholehearted welcome to Deepti Dhirmani ma'am on behalf of the entire college fraternity of Government PG College Sector Panchkula. Ma'am, am I audible? Yes, thank you so much. So, dear all, please join me in giving ma'am a big round of applause from University Bhiwani. That's the beauty of technology that we have been able to have an access to her on the virtual mode, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am. We are looking forward to listening to your. Yes, namaskar.
Namaskar. Namaskar, Dr. Shweta. I'm extremely happy to join. Otherwise, I wanted to join physically, but because of some health issues, I am unable to travel today. Anyhow, I am able to interact with the help of this tool and technology, which you are actually going to debate on or discuss the issue. I so much congratulate first of all for choosing a topic which is extremely relevant to the present times. You see, what I see is that India is today emerging as a very complex landscape because of the peculiar experiences that India is facing. And what are those peculiar experiences? First, India has emerged as a superpower in soft technology, but at the same time, we find that there is a technical divide. There is a technical divide as far as digitalization is concerned. We have massive population of youth, but we have also a great deal of unemployment. On the other hand, we are moving fast towards the use of technology and tools. Every person, every student is now tech savvy. But as far as digital divide is concerned, there is still lack of fast internet connectivity. India is a land of ancient knowledge. So we have scriptures, we have very ancient archives and manuscripts, which can be converted into digitalized mode, digital text. But then, because of the digital device and because of the high cost digital tools and technologies, we are not able to convert them. Then there is a fast evolution of technologies because you have 5G. A few years ago we had 4G, now we are 5G. The next generation will come up very soon. So there is a fast evolution of technology. We spend a lot of money on one generation of technology, and then the technology outgrows that. So we have to spend a lot of money in updating and upgrading it. So there is an issue of sustainability of updating. Again, you see, so far as the present scenario is concerned, it is a transitional period because of the NEP 2020. NEP 2020 process multidisciplinarity as one of the most important components of education. So far, we have been living in silos. मैं उस सिस्टम में पढ़ी जहां पर आर्ट्स का अगर आपने एक बार आर्ट्स ले लिया, you could not move to the sciences or commerce. कॉमर्स और साइंसेस को फिर भी आर्ट्स में मूव करने की इजाजत थी, लेकिन साइंसेस से में जाने की इजाजत किसी को नहीं मिलती थी. So that's inertia, that academic inertia was prevailing in this system of education. And the teachers are still under the after effects. तो जब हम मल्टीडिसिप्लिनैरिटी में जा रहे हैं तो मल्टीडिसिप्लिनैरिटी को क्यों लेना है, इसके लिए बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट एक विषय है. अगर हम बात करें education क्या है? So education basically means 5 types of growth of an individual. First is the growth of the body. Second is the growth of senses, which also includes pran. Third is the mana. Fourth is the intellect. And fifth is the spiritual core. Spiritual not in the sense of God, but the inner, the psychological part. So हम अगर पंचकोशीय शिक्षा का सिद्धांत देखें तो पंचकोशीय शिक्षा में right from the body, then the energy level, and the senses and mind, and then the spirit, the inner health of the human being. Best doctors बना दिया, best professionals बना दिया, लेकिन उनका EQ हमने नहीं देखा. हमने ये नहीं देखा कि साइंसेस का जो स्टूडेंट है वो कैन बी अ वेरी फॉर्मर इन फाइन आर्ट्स. हमने उनको उस तरीके से कभी देखा नहीं. मुझे मेरे घर में ऐसे इतने एग्जाम्पल्स हैं जो डॉक्टर बनने की चाह में अपने लेटेंट टैलेंट्स को पूरी तरह से डेवलप नहीं कर पाए. One of them is placed in USA as a pharmacist now, but every year he comes for his display of paintings because he's a very good painter. अगर हमने उसको उस एवेन्यू को दिया होता तो वो इतनी देर तक जो अपने अंतर्गम को उसने अपने मन में पाला वो उस अंतर्गम से बाहर आ गया होता और उसकी जो पर्सनैलिटी है वो बेटर हुई होती. So NEP is going to be a big game changer because of the multidisciplinary approach that it proposes, because the problems today that the world is facing cannot be dealt with only with one perspective. It has to be a multi-pronged response to the human problems today. Now, for example, there is a problem of water crisis. Now, this water crisis is not to be dealt with only by one department. It is a problem of urban development as well as it is a problem of the scientists. So, when we come to DH, digital humanities, it is a multidisciplinary approach towards the preservation of certain manuscripts. Now, what is manuscripts? Manuscripts हमारी बहुत ही prime literature है, जो हमारा tribal literature है that existed in oral form. अब उन oral form को script करना एक बात है और उसको digitalize करना second step है. आज मैं students को देख रही हूँ कि वो libraries में बैठते हैं, but most of the time they are accessing the e-libraries, e-sources. तो हमें उनके लिए उस कंटेंट को भी e-content में कन्वर्ट करना है. So digital humanities is a very social relevant field. Socially relevant field for the preservation of our oral literature and for achieving the traditional, archiving the traditional and the heritage literature, for example, of Dutch literature or the scriptures, etc. So digital humanities is going to be again a big game changer in reviving our IKS. भारतीय ज्ञान परंपरा के लिए बहुत बहुत important बात होने वाली है. India is a multilingual country. Multilingual country में so many languages are there. So digital humanities offers you the scope and capacity to for the computation of languages and development of national language processing, that is NPL for India, Indian languages, maybe Sanskrit, Pali, Bengali, Tamil, and so on. So this culture, again, we have digital humanities can be used for digital mapping of our cultural sites, heritage sites. So this can also be geographic information system can be utilized along with digital humanities in preserving those knowledges. So apart from all these, you see, there is an immense scope for enriching our resources of education through the use of digital humanities. So it's an upcoming field, still untapped in India. Whereas in foreign countries, these courses are going on, but in India, there are very few institutions that are offering research courses. So I really appreciate the efforts of the college for taking up such a socially relevant issue and to build the culture of multidisciplinarity by holding this seminar or conference. We must always remember that when we are digitalizing these resources, the digital divide has to be addressed. Again, we must address it by also addressing the Anglo-centricism. तो हमारे को भाषा के ऊपर भी ध्यान रखना होगा कि हमारी जो इंडियन लैंग्वेजेस हैं उनको भी हम प्रमोट करें और फिर हमें एक इंस्टीट्यूशनल इनर्शिया से जो बाहर आना है वो सबसे पहली जरूरत होगी। डिजिटल ह्यूमैनिटीज को हम सही रूप से लागू तभी कर पाएंगे जब हम इन साइलोस सब्जेक्ट के जो डिसिप्लिन्स के जो साइलोस हैं उनको तोड़ दें और उनसे बाहर आकर हम एक multidisciplinary approach how the funds are going to come for implementing digital ह्यूमैनिटीज। और उसके बाद डिजिटल जो हमारा जो इनर्शिया है, एकेडमिक इनर्शिया है कि हम एक ही लाइन में सोचते हैं, दूसरी लाइन को हम पसंद नहीं करते हैं। तो मुझे एज वाइस चांसलर और एज अ टीचर मुझे हमेशा ये लगा कि हमारी जो अडेप्टेबिलिटी है वो उतनी तेज नहीं है जितनी तेजी से टेक्नोलॉजी बदल रही है, तो जिस वजह से हम कहीं लैग कर रहे हैं। आज महाविद्यालयों में